Hey, what's up, folks? It's been a little bit since I made some videos, so just figured I'd make a short one, let y'all know how I'm doing. I'm doing pretty good, not bad at all. In fact, I'm trying to think of the last one I did, try to catch everybody up to where I'm at right now, and honestly, I can't remember. It's been that long, which I'm sorry, but life has a funny way of getting busy in a hurry, and gotta get busy with it, right? So just a recap. Actually, I learned something. I learned something really cool. I'm going to share it with you guys. So the last time I think I talked to you guys, it was when I was basically paralyzed, and I don't know if some of you knew about that. So what happened is the I don't know, June of last summer is when it kind of started. All of a sudden, started in my left arm. My left arm quit working, and I was like, "What the heck is going on with that?" And then it's progressed rather rapidly and just shut my legs off completely, and some other body parts and stuff internally. It just shut it off, and they tried frantically for months to try to test and see what happened, and all they can think of is that something went into my spinal fluid, my CSF, and just started shutting nerves down, and I lost motor functions on those things. So for a while there, it got really bad. It got really, really, really bad, and I took a really big hit on that one. I couldn't walk. I couldn't do anything by myself. Couldn't get dressed, couldn't do anything. It was terrible, actually. And a long story short on that, what they figured out is that my cancer actually did go in to my central nervous system and just started shutting things off. And that sucked. That sucked really bad. I didn't really know the full scope of what was, my percentages were of making it or anything until afterwards. Actually, just a couple weeks ago, my physicians group and my cancer team actually kept it real with me and told me what my actual percentage was, and it was absolute zero for survival. It was absolute zero. That kind of, to be honest, I told them to keep that shit to themselves from here on out, and they kind of laughed about it. We all laughed, but it's kind of really real. Out of everything that I've dealt with for 10 years in this cancer fight, this was the biggest hit I ever taken. It rocked me to my core horribly. I wasn't able to move. I wasn't able to do anything by myself. I lost all independence, and that didn't sit well. The good news is I didn't really give up. I'm not gonna lie. I sat there. Some nights I bawled my eyes out because I didn't know what was happening to me. And with all the tests that they ran, they couldn't verify that it was cancer in there. It just came up atypical cells, not malignant. But we confirmed it finally through therapy. They did chemo in my spine, and we did max dosage radiation on the lower part of my spinal cord. And it was touch and go for a while. I was in pretty bad shape physically, also mentally. That like I said, it hit me hard, and it hit me hard across the board. It just was a punch. And I can honestly tell you, I fought my way back. I never gave up. I didn't know how it was going to work out. I didn't know what I would get back, if I would get anything back, but I just kept going. Just kept driving, and I'm happy because I walk now. I don't have to use a walker or a cane or a wheelchair. I've been doing that since the day after Christmas, and I get around pretty decent. I'm still a little hinky yet, and sometimes I trip and fall, such is life, but I can get around, I can walk, I can do things. I'm slowly starting to get back to work, around the house, to get things done that I can. I'm very limited, but it's still really good. So, it was just it was such a a lesson to myself if I needed one, and I did. I think that, you know, you just never believe, you know, somebody that tells you can't do something or you might never do it again. You know, just shoot for it and go. And I did, and I'm gaining back things and having success again. So that was really cool, and that's a good story to tell. I'm still very far away from being 100% at all, and I might not make it back 100%. I mean, there was a lot of damage, not only from the cancer going in there and goofing things up. There was a lot of damage from our attempt to get it out of there, you know, with chemo and radiation on nerves, which I don't know. I never had experienced that before. But the nervous system's a very finicky system, and it went in there and did some stuff. You know, they not only did I have a 0% survival rate, I had a 0% rating of ever being able to walk again or, you know, use my legs or my left arm. They just didn't know. There's only 11 cases in the world where Hodgkins lymphoma goes into your CSF. I'm number 11. And I don't think it really worked out too well for the other ones before me, given the success rate that it has. I really didn't really dare to ask the statistics on that. I think I know enough, knowing the survival percentage and the fact that I am an absolute freak of nature, which I'm not being cocky whatsoever. It's just I'm legitimately a freak of nature. And sometimes it works out. Saying that, it sucks to be that person because that's only earned through stupid, ridiculous things that happen, like to me, and it's uncomfortable. So on a good note, I'm doing very well with that. I'm continuing to better myself in my situation the best that I can. I got a long road ahead of me, but it's pretty neat that I was able to bounce back even a little bit. Nonetheless, of where I'm at actually. I am driving on. The bad part about that is we ignored for months the rest of my body, just trying to figure out what was going on in my nervous system. So, of course, cancer does what cancer does, and it was allowed to thrive. So now I'm playing catch up. I'm not doing too bad in the grand scheme of things. It's actually surprisingly better than what we thought it was going to be. But nonetheless, it's, you know, I got some ground I have to try to gain back. The current situation was that we just tried a new drug. It's a lot more tolerable than the bad pill, that one that I was doing that on the other videos that just totally wrecked me. This drug is similar to that, same family. We're supposed to have a lot less side effects, and so far it's tolerable. So I'm extremely happy with that. I'm still ramping up the dosage on that drug at the moment. So, you know, fingers crossed, hopefully that trend continues and we can make that happen. There's not too many things for me to move forward onto. That's the bad part about this. I got to milk this drug out as long as possible, because there's like really only two other therapies that is out there, and they're not yet available. They're still in trials. One's in trials in Cleveland Clinic, and the other one is still in trials down at NIH. Both of those, which we were hoping to get me involved in. They have a lot of success for somebody like me. They've shown that in the trials, and there's no time frame on when those are going to be available. I've actually been waiting for the one down at NIH now for going on like 4 to 5 years, and they haven't reopened the trial. That's that CAR T-cell therapy, which is pretty wild, what they can do with the technology and doing that. Unfortunately, for somebody that's like me, that's so advanced, like I said, mine's 10 years old. I've been doing it for 10 years nonstop, and typically it mutates and does goofy things, which is what I'm running into now, just like with the central nervous system issue. And that's really hard to predict. And, you know, therapies and stuff, it's like a big, you know, math problem with severe consequences. So I'm hoping that I can string this out long enough for one of those to become available. and then I'll probably progress on to one of those. But like I said, it's what's available out there for me is horribly limited at this point. So we're trying to make do with what we have now and run it as long as we possibly can, in the hopes that I buy myself some more time for one of those other options open up. And there's options that open up all the time. It's just unfortunately with the COVID stuff and the way everything is right now and all that jazz, might be a little screwed for a while. But the good news is, in the grand scheme of things, like I said, I'm actually doing rather well, as in how much disease is in my body and the size of it and everything. So I have some time to hopefully, give it a go. Other than that, I mean, everything's doing really well. I'm just so happy I can walk again, even if I look like slightly handicapped. But it's just amazing. It's amazing that I was able to actually do something about that and get back what I got. Honest to God, I don't like really saying that too much, because I'm afraid like I'll jinx myself, or something, or people will take it as I'm being cocky, or I don't want that to be portrayed at all. I'm just confident in my abilities with just the way my brain works and stuff. It's just, I don't know how I'm able to do that. I was just talking to my wife Becky about that last night, actually. I was like, I don't know how I'm able to handle all this stuff and how I'm able to stay positive. It's actually annoying how positive I do stay, and I just don't know how I'm able to do what I'm doing. There's no explanation whatsoever. I mean, you can ask anyone. It's just, I don't know. It worries me a little bit on a personal note, because it's like, okay, well, how many more times am I going to be able to dodge, bullets like this? I guess the answer to that is as many times as it takes until I win. Yeah. But it is, it's mind blowing. It's mind blowing that I actually got back what I got, and I can't complain at all. I'm just super excited to be able to give some good news to everyone in this shitstorm sweepstakes of a fight. A victory like this, although it seems small in 10 years in the grand scheme of things, it was absolutely huge. Absolutely huge. So, yeah. So I'm trying to walk. I can't go far. It's actually quite funny, because sometimes there could be like, I'll fall like walking through the yard, and I'll just get up and be like, pull out a blade of grass, be like, I got it. That won't happen again. I actually make it kind of fun, but I'm going to drive on with physical therapy here, because I've taken it about as far as I can in the house, and doing things, around the house. I actually have to move on now to a higher level of therapy, so that I can start building strength up in certain muscle groups in my legs, and that I think will be a big difference, because that's kind of where I'm lacking at the moment. But as in just functionality and everything's working, which is really awesome. Considering that I not only chemically fried everything, but then I fried everything, with nukes, like kind of, with radiation. When you start frying nerves and nerve groups in your spinal cord, things start getting a little goofy, and that's by the nature. So like I said, I don't know. This might be the best it gets. And if it is, I'm actually happy with that. I can do some things. I can't do everything. But, it's one of those things. 0%. Absolute no BS. 0%. That was what my chances were. Knowing that now, I don't even know how to explain how I am in the shape I am right now. I have no idea. They have no idea. They have no freaking clue at all. They can't even believe it. I mean, it was such a success. Everything, in order to get to where I'm at now, absolutely everything had to happen perfectly. There was no margin of error. There was no room for anything. Every single thing at the exact right time had to be perfect. And it was. You know, I know a lot of folks that watch my videos. I know a lot of folks out there aren't religious. And hey, you know what? That's great. That everybody does their own path. And I love it. I love that fact that you have the opportunity to do that for yourself. But I mean, on my end, I don't really know how to explain things, and that's why I think I believe in a higher power. Like I believe in God big time, because there's no way to explain this. And how many times, like, if you would just take my cancer for 10 years and just the story of what happened to me and how I was able to adapt and overcome and just everything. Like, how many times does that weird stuff happen before it's coincidental? You know what I mean? And that, like, if you approach it from that angle, I mean, you can either say I'm super, super lucky. In that case, I would highly tell you I'm not at all lucky, because this sucks so bad. I mean, I can make a good argument, you know, but you'd ultimately win because, yeah, I'm extremely lucky, and I'm also extremely blessed. Like, things just have a wonderful way of working out, and I like to personally accredit that to God. And I'm not a Bible thumper by any means. I'm not pressing that on anyone. You believe in what you want to believe in. Trust me, I signed up to fight for that for everyone. And a lot of my good friends and buddies did as well. And I'm not pressing that on, but I'm just letting you know I personally give a lot of credit to the big man upstairs, because it's just weird. I also give myself a lot of credit also, because I been able to stay positive, like I said, and actually endure this happening. And to be honest, I wouldn't be able to do any of this without my family. I mean, that's number one. They helped me out, and when I couldn't do anything, they were always there and pulled together. So, you know, it takes an army to keep somebody like me successful, unfortunately. And I have a really awesome army behind me. So yeah, that is awesome news. I just wanted to share that real quick with everyone. I'm going to continue to drive on with this new drug. Like I said, I'm ramping it up. I think I have 100 milligrams more to go until I'm at like the cruise dosage. And then I think we might adjust it and get creative from there. That's up to my team. So I'm pretty happy with that. And hopefully, like right now, I'm just hoping that it at least stops the cancer from advancing, because even that is a win. Like, it's all in the name of buying me time at this point for one of these other therapies to actually come out. So even if it slows it down, that's still a win. Coming up on some summer months here, I am in no way ready, because I was paralyzed, like, you know, just months ago. And man, I really do a lot of work, you know, in the big garages and stuff on, you know, equipment and, you know, recreational stuff that we have, that my family does. And I wasn't able to do any of that. So it's kind of like somebody shot me out of a cannon right now, even though I'm not really 100%. I'm probably at about a solid 62%, but I'm trying to get things done the best I can and get ready. I'm excited for the summer months. You know, it's going to be awesome. Fires, you know, cooking on the fire and chilling out with everybody and enjoying beautiful weather. I'm just really ready for that. I'm sure everybody is also. And it's coming up. It's coming up. So, you know, that's exciting. And I'm just, you know, just hanging out. I really am just hanging out. I'm absolutely baffled that I'm able to do what I'm doing. And I'm just sitting back and taking some time to reflect on that and be like, wow, this is awesome. This is horribly unexplainably, I don't even know the words to put together that to sound even remotely intelligent on how awesome this is. But you know, maybe someday I'll figure it out, and then I'll try to put words on it. But I hope everybody out there is doing great. I really do. I hope you're all excited. The weather is turning, like I said, and you know, good times are coming down the pike. I don't really have anything else. I just wanted to just touch base with everyone real quick and say hello. And thank you all for your positive thoughts and your prayers and your thumbs up, pat on the back, pat on the ass. I'm even thankful for the guys that just pushed me over and start laughing, because I would laugh too. Like I just wanted to thank all you guys for doing what you do and being supportive of me through all this and watching the videos and recommending them. I actually have a couple people that I am in the process of helping. I have two young gentlemen that are starting their journey on the cancer fight, unfortunately. And kind of, just talking them through some things. And I think there's another young gentleman that my mom knows through some friends and acquaintances that I might be pulling on board as well. And, just give them advice and try to teach them how I was able to hold the line the whole way through this, so maybe they'd have better success. I hope they do. And that's pretty much that. That soaks up there. That's all my time. Plus, I have a family, which takes a lot of time, and I want to invest more time into that as well. So that's pretty much it. It's here. I mean, right now it's all smiles, and I'm happy to share that with you guys. I think a little bit of good news is exactly what everybody needs right now, and I think that was some good news I wanted to share with you folks. So I don't know when I'll make another video. I think after I can figure out what this new drug is, then I'll probably make another one. That's going to be a little bit. So unless I'm just making a video to make you all laugh or something, I'm not going to post anything on here. It's coming into the summer months. You guys should be spending time with your family, especially coming off COVID thing. So you don't need to be, put your cell phones down. You don't need them. And go out and have fun outside and have fun with your families. And drink some beer. Drink some beer or drink some wine coolers or wine again. Some moonshine if you got it. Cut loose. That's what life's all about. Just don't drive. Yeah. And don't blow things up either without having a good solid plan, because that'll hurt you too. And it sucks. So that's pretty much all I got for you guys. And big thumbs up to you folks. Enjoy your summer. I can't wait to talk to you guys again. Hopefully it's with good news. So we'll see y'all later. God bless you.